This is Mustang Mike, and you're watching WGS-TV.
Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer and ZFXTV. I'm the WrestleGamer, Double B Billy Boudreaux. Got a DVD review for you guys on this installment of the signature sounds music of the WWE. Now, since I didn't get the chance to do a proper pickup video, which I didn't think I'd be picking this up, I want to go ahead and just show off the box art just a little bit, as you guys can see, Fandango on the cover of it, and it kind of makes sense if you think about it to include Fandango on the cover of this. I mean, considering the whole big Fandangoing movement, the whole thing with East Rutherford, New Jersey, going with the whole Fandangoing thing. So it kind of makes sense that they would include him. The Tiger, I'm not so sure about the Tiger or what his position is for the DVD, but anyway, it's WWE's call. really can't say anything bad about it. Now on the back of it, you can see some of the influential figures. Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, D-Generation X, The Undertaker, and it does include commentary. Now, let me show you what the actual DVD looks like here. And we go from Fandango on the cover to what really looks like Brodus Clay, or today the Funkadactyls with the disco ball for the DVD. Now, when I initially bought this, I was under the impression that they're just basically counting down 25 of the 25 entrance themes, but it's just gonna be like entrance theme after entrance theme. You get to listen to the music, or they would put up the Titantron videos, and however that's not the case when it comes to this DVD. WWE goes a step further into this, and they talk with Jim Johnson, who's the creative director and the guy who composed quite a bit of the music in this, and he talks about how he developed some of the songs, how it was made and how it fit each character, and they talk about how influential an entrance theme to a wrestling star is, and it is really influential to a wrestling star to have that kind of a signature sound to signify when he's coming out. I'm going to talk about a few of the themes in here. If you haven't watched it, this will probably be a little bit of a spoiler. I'm not known for that, but it's just something I have to talk about. Of course, they have to include the Undertaker's theme, and how he created it. He did make mention that Mankind, aka Mick Foley, was the very first wrestler to have both an entrance theme and an exit theme. If you think about it, with the Ode to Freud, and kind of built into his character. And the exit theme was, from what they said, it was kind of based on a release. Mankind was, he got to release a violence and hurt somebody, which was kind of his character and his gimmick at the time. And when he finally got to do that, they had to play like a soothing melody of sorts, and that's what they did with that one right there. Batista is on here as number 25. Remember, Batista, not Bootista. I'm really surprised the Primetime Players music made it on here. If they want to go with signature sounds, it's not as an insult, but I would think with all the other songs that are out there for the WWE, they probably have some more that are, I'm surprised Hulk Hogan's Real American song did not make it on this list. And that to me was kind of shocking, because whenever you hear Real American in the WWE, it automatically signifies Hulk Hogan. So there was no mention of Hulk Hogan's theme on this as well. Stone Cold Steve Austin is on here, but not in the top 10. Not in the top 10. I think it was like in the top 15. But oh no, I take that back. I think he was like number 9. But to me, I think he should have been bigger, because you want to talk about one of the most influential stars in the Attitude Era for the WWE. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. And whenever you hear that glass breaks, you know it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, what I found really, really interesting is that Triple H has 2 mentions in their top 25. Am I surprised about that? Not really, because they have the game at number 4, the version that was. They talk about how his music has progressed. You know, when he started with the harpsichord melody when he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and then they developed to My Time, which was his next theme, which then progressed to Jim Johnson's version of the game. If you guys look it up, there is a version. I know I'm not talking crap here. All right, I know what I'm talking about. And then they go to Motorhead's version, and Triple H even states on there about, you know, how he was a huge fan of Motorhead, and he felt like it was such an honor for them to be playing his theme. You know, he felt like it was really awesome. And the other mention of Triple H of sorts in this, the Signature Sounds DVD, was, believe it or not, topping up their top 25 on here, D-Generation X. Now, D-Generation X really was a really influential group in the Attitude Era, of course. And of course, when Shawn Michaels and Triple H reunited back in 2006 and reformed D-Generation X, that too was really influential, and the music for D-Generation X really was a signature sound of sorts for the WWE. John Cena made it as the number 3 one on here, despite what all you haters out there of John Cena have to say about that. John Cena's music definitely qualifies as a really distinct sound for the WWE. You know, whenever you hear the beginning openings of his song "My Time Is Now," you really know it's John Cena. And for me, I will get up and I respect the guy, and I know about the majority of you would probably get up and probably throw him the finger and boo him like crazily, even though it's really unjust and unwarranted. Kind of like with Batista, and I have respect for Batista and for what he's done in the WWE, and I can't just flat out go out and hate him like the rest of you guys out there are. I mean, it's just the way I am. This was really the music, the special features on Signature Sounds of Music of the WWE really, really talked about a few of the other themes that weren't mentioned in the main documentary. I love the fact that they included a mention of Jimmy Hart, Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and how he composed Dusty Rhodes' Common Man Boogie. And it was something I always loved to play when I did WGS radio. If you guys look back in the old archives from about 3 years ago, you know, one thing we love to do was we love to play the Common Man Boogie, because we love that song a lot on WGS radio. And, you know, it kind of tied into Dusty Rhodes' character, you know, being the common man. And if you guys look back on the Dusty Rhodes DVD, which I do have in that stack of DVDs I have right over here in the corner, you know, there are a series of vignettes from the World Wrestling Federation where he's doing common jobs, like a plumber, a pizza delivery guy, working in a restaurant. You know, they kind of tied that into his character, and the Common Man Boogie theme really, really set it off. Now, for some of the themes that they did on the special features, you know, they talk about Billy Gunn's Ass Man, theme. I'm an ass. I'm not gonna sing it, but I'm an ass man. That's what the name of the thing is, and you thought that was really influential in the Attitude Era. It tied into his character, who at that time progressed from being badass Billy Gunn to Mr. Ass, and they kind of felt like he would be dropping his pants and whatnot, and at that time they said the crowd was into it, and I do remember the time the crowd was definitely into what Mr. Ass was doing at the time. They also talked about the themes for Val Venis. Jim Johnson talked about how he was trying to be not so cheesy, but he knew he had to include a saxophone in Val Venus's theme, and how he really liked how Val Venis was able to walk that line of being an adult film star and the WWE star and never crossing it. I thought that was really ingenious. They talked about the inclusion of Hakushi's music. How many of you guys remember Hakushi in the World Wrestling Federation? Probably not too many of you guys, but if you're a wrestling enthusiast like myself, you really remember, the Japanese guy covered in tattoos and Japanese writing all over his upper torso and his face, and having Shinzu, his manager, coming out there all dressed in white. And it was indeed a really unique theme for WWE. And one thing I absolutely loved about it is on the special features, Jim Johnson actually talks about and actually shows you how he pieced Goldust's music together. With all these various software programs and all the things at the mixing boards that he does. It's kind of like a puzzle, and you're putting all the pieces of it together, and that's how he kind of the concept for Goldust's music came about and came together. And I love that they actually showed how Jim Johnson pieced each part together. That's what they did in these special features, and I really thought that was a unique thing to see from WWE. How they really piece some of their pieces of music together. Overall score on Signature Sounds, the music of the WWE, it's going to get a 4 out of 5 from me. It really took me by surprise when they went a step further, because again, when I initially picked this up, I thought it would be just like back-to-back themes. You see in the Titantron videos, and they're just going, number 25, Batista, number 24, Primetime Players, number 23, and so on and so forth. And, just playing it down like track after track after track. That is not the case with this one, and I'm really glad that WWE took it a step further and gave insider commentary from Jim Johnson and a lot of the WWE stars whose music are featured on here, and talk about how their themes were put together and what their themes meant to them in their wrestling career. And I really think WWE hit it off really well with this one right here. Signature Sounds, the music of the WWE, is going to get an official 4 out of 5 from me. So what I want to know now from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, pardon me, what are your thoughts on the Signature Sounds, the music of the WWE? Where was Jake the Snake Roberts' music on this one? No mention of Jake the Snake Roberts. No mention of Psycho Sid. No mention of the British Bulldog. No mention of Bret the Hitman Hart's theme on here either. But I think what we'll do on a future video here on WGS-TV and possibly HWR, if Rick is up to it, is we'll talk about probably our top 5 entrance themes. WWE came up with their top 25, and we'll go as far as top 5, because you guys know we have a lot of the guys with us when we do discussion videos. So that's probably a discussion topic for a future video here on WGS-TV, our top 5 entrance themes. So What we want to know now, what I want to know now from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, again, your thoughts on the signature sounds music of the WWE. What are your overall thoughts? What are your scores if you had the opportunity to pick this up and watch it yourself? Be sure to put your comments in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video, and don't forget to like the Facebook page, facebook.com/WGS-TV, and don't forget to please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZFXTV Network. So with that being said, I'm the WrestleGamer, Double B Emily Boudreaux, saying thank you very much for watching.